So this is clearly one of the most significant geostrategic problem in the region. For both countries, it is of enormous consequences. 66% of Ethiopia's household, for example, is without electricity. Even Ethiopia's capital, for part of the year, has to ration electricity. On the other hand, Egypt relies for 90% of its water on the Nile. So the significance of this project for the two countries cannot be underestimated. Currently, the disagreement revolves around the ways in which Ethiopia, for example, fills the reservoir. So Ethiopia is proposing that it fills the reservoirs over the course of 5 years period, while also releasing something in the area of 35 billion cubic water to countries downstream. Egypt, on the other side, is proposing that Ethiopia fills the reservoirs over the period of 7 years while releasing 40 billion cubic meter of water. So the differences are not insurmountable if the two countries stick to the scientific evidence and also look at best practices around the world. But I think there is an issue of trust on both sides that is somewhat aggravating the situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Environmental scientists have preceded these meetings, these 2 days of meetings of the ministers. And as you say, we're talking about billions of cubic meters of water. Egypt says millions and millions of farmers are at risk if they don't have access to the water that they currently have. And in terms of the trust, if that fails, what recourse would Egypt have to guarantee that it gets enough water?
I don't think Egypt has any recourse against Ethiopia. Military use is no longer an option. Ethiopia is, I think, significantly changed in terms of its power to Egypt doesn't really have any plausible option other than pursuing the diplomatic path, developing trust with the Ethiopian side, and trying to find a negotiated settlement. And as I said, it's not an insurmountable problem. I think both sides could come to a negotiated settlement, but I don't think Egypt has any recourse. It does not have a legal recourse, for example, because Ethiopia has a sovereign right to build any infrastructure for its development. And the fact that Ethiopia has significant developmental needs in terms of generating electricity is very well known. And the World Bank puts the number of households that live without electricity in Ethiopia at 66%. And that is the third highest in the world.